Tel Aviv, and welcome to game day one of the Women's EuroBasket 2023. And what a big one we have for you right now. 2021 bronze medalist Belgium taking on our hosts Israel. Belgium, they entered the tournament as one of the favourites to go all the way. They picked up 2 bronze medals across the last 3 EuroBasket women's. As for Israel, well, they have a point to prove. It's their first appearance at a Women's EuroBasket since 2011. I'm sure they'd love to replicate their 2005 performance. Earlier in the day, Group B tipped off with Italy against the Czech Republic, and what a game that was. It went all the way down to the final plays of the game. Czech Republic went away with a bit of a surprise 3-point win. These are the world ranking standings. As you can see, you can't get much further apart. Belgium ranking in at number 7 in the world. Israel at number 49. David versus Goliath for sure. Belgium also know that this could potentially be a bit of a banana skin for them. I'm Mark Mills. I'm joined by former Great Britain international and Olympian Azania Stewart. Azania, great to be courtside with you. How excited are you by this year's tournament?
Yeah, Mark, I love EuroBasket. Having played in 3 myself, I know what it takes, but what I'm most excited about is the Belgium team. Like you said, they have a bronze medal, a couple of bronze medals in their pocket, and they are looking to get 1 and 2 steps further and really lift this trophy in this tournament.
Yeah, they certainly have looked in formidable form building up to this tournament as well as during the preparations, but we've got to see that Belgium, they looked like they were ready for business yesterday in their pre-training session before the tournament, their final training session. But Israel isn't going to be an easy one for them. I'm sure that their coaching staff have got them set in. When you're in a position where you're the heavy favourite, what kind of mindset you have to have in these games?
I mean, you still need to be focused. Also, it's their first game of the tournament. They might be a bit nervous. You might have, you know, a little heart rate, adrenaline. It's all good things. But this Belgium team is so experienced. Like you saw, they're 7th ranked in the world. The last time these 2 teams faced off was in 1950s in the World Cup. So this is kind of history to play here in Israel. And what Israel does have is the home fans. And they have come in and started to fill up the arena.
Yeah, they have. Belgium will certainly have to deal with that as part of their preparations and part of what they deal with today. But it'll be interesting to see how they deal with that. Like you say, a young crowd in here, always good to see young faces being inspired by some of the best players in the world. And I'm sure Coach Mezian is locked in, along with his assistant coaches. We'll now have the player introductions for Israel. And as I said, maybe more of a point to prove here. How can Israel make sure that they stay in this game? They are underdogs, but they want to be here for the full 40 minutes if they can.
Yeah, I think they just take 1 possession at a time. I don't think get too overwhelmed with the whole 40 minutes. Play an offensive, hard, strong, then worry about defense. And you just keep adding those moments and possessions up, and hopefully it looks good for them. But like we said, this is a team that haven't had too many successes. I think they have a 20-game losing streak, the longest in the Euro Cup, so competition. So not a lot going for them, but at the same time, this is a group phase tournament. If you're going to lose, you want to lose small, and if you're going to win, you want to win big. And so it is really important in these group stages that you start to get your confidence and the trust in your coach.
Yeah, absolutely. And you imagine that Israel and the coaching staff, Coach Drew, will have worked hard with their team to talk about composure as part of their preparation, as much as what you do fundamentally as a basketball player. It's the mental side of the game as well, playing in front of your home fans who will be willing you on to win, but making sure that the event doesn't become too much for you on the floor. Plenty of young players in this Israeli roster as well. Numerous players playing in their first tournament at this level. It's how they deal with that pressure. We'll now have a break in commentary so we can pay respects to both national anthems. The national anthem of Belgium will be first, and that will be then followed by the national anthem for Israel.
כולם מניפים עכשיו את הקלפים. את העונש של המאטר, הופיעו ישראל התקווה. בשירת ההמנון הלאומי של ישראל התקווה, קבלו את הזמרת רודי ויינסן. דגלים למעלה.
better way to get ready for a game of international basketball than stirring renditions of the national anthem. Zania, what memories do you have of standing there and hearing your national anthem going out?
It's one of my favorites, you know, and God rest her soul, it was Queen to King, so in our lifetime, so I had to change it up a little bit, but one of my favorites, it always gives me goosebumps.
Both teams now will go into their final preparations as we have a look at our officials for today's game. We have Paul Marquez, Ram Barki and Vlad Zupacic from Portugal, Turkey and Slovenia respectively. Officiating crew ready to go. We're ready to go in the commentary box. We've got two teams that are primed and set to start their EuroBasket Women 2023 journey here in Tel Aviv here this evening. We're now going to jump in and have a look at the starting five for both teams. So Israel, starting five to take the floor will be Maron, Cohen, Galzon, Zippel and Sims. Plenty of talent in that team. The standout Jenny Sims. Azania, looking at Jenny Sims, what does she need to bring to this Israeli team for them to come away with the win today?
Yeah, look, she needs to come out. She's the player to watch. 19 points, 9 rebounds and 6 assists. She does it all, and that is what her team is going to need her. She's going to be the engine of this Israeli team. They're going to look for her early and often. She's going to obviously be high on the Belgium scout.
Coach Druka there, the mastermind behind this Israeli team. They will want to at least pick up a win within this tournament. No one's predicting to go through, but stranger things have happened, and in front of your home crowd, it certainly has a different impact. Now let's have a look at the Belgian starting five. Dalier, we have Messerman, Linskins, Van Loo and Almon. There is a ton of experience, but no real surprise that we take a closer look at Emma Messerman. Why is she so important to this Belgian team?
Yeah, not only is she important, this whole starting five, they have played together for a very, very long time. They have 8 players from the last tournament, and here's Messerman, the MVP of the regular season EuroLeague. Incredible, one of my favorite players, and maybe could argue one of the best European post players. I love post play, Mark, and you'll catch me throughout the commentary just talking about any post player. I really do love it.
As we see Coach Mezian going into those final instructions with the team now, let's see if we can jump into the huddle, hear what he has to say. Final Final instructions from Coach Drucker as well in his huddle. These are important times for a player as you get your brain set, ready to go. What kind of mindset do each player have their own kind of routine at this stage? Are you truly listening to the coach, or are you doing your own thing?
No, you do have to be locked in case he's thrown out a last-minute play. My routine when I was playing is I just like to relax. I knew I had done my scout, my prep. Obviously, years. I played 20 years of basketball. There's the two-time women EuroBasket bronze medalist there in your shot. And for me, I knew I had done my prep, so then the game was fun for me. It was just relaxed, enjoy the crowd, enjoy the music. I always used to have a dance and smile and just let the game come to me.
Absolutely. Players now taking to the floor, and while we have a few seconds before tip-off, just a reminder, if you have your phones to hand, you must download the official Women's EuroBasket 2023 app, available on Android and iOS. It is the perfect companion to follow us through these games. Brings you everything you need, and if you're the stat geek like me, you'll get your real-time stats through the app as well.
And they get to hear us.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The bonus.
Most importantly.
The bonus. As Israel come to the floor right now, how important is this opening quarter? Is it vital that they set their stall out early on how they're going to approach this game?
Yeah, I think it's vital in the first couple of possessions and minutes. They want to, if I was them in the defensive end, I think you hit them early, you try and be aggressive, push them out of their things. They're going to look for Emma Messerman very early, so maybe throw a double, maybe change some things up.
We are underway here in Tel Aviv. A huge opening game as Belgium take on Israel in Women's EuroBasket 2023 group action. Air now to the top, skip to the corner. Good spacing here by Belgium. Messerman inside, little fade away, and that's a Messerman classic, and easy too.
And right away, Mark, we see Messerman, the first possession, they get the ball in. First 30 seconds, she's on the board. Oh boy, we're in for a treat.
Fouls on now, looking to run the pick and roll with Cohen. Cohen will hand it away to the wing. Sims gets the early touch, but gets it knocked away. Good quick hands by Messerman, sparks a transition. Messerman again, hands it off to Linskens. Oh, and the easy two, and that's the trouble you've got. Double team Messerman, and the rest of the team will punish you.
Yeah, and Emma just takes her time there, poised. She knew she had drawn the two defenders and just waited for Linskens to cut down in the paint.
More pick and roll here from Israel as they look to try and find any kind of lane to drive through. Offensive foul is going to be called on Cohen. She floors Van Loo. Cohen frustrated.
Yeah, Van Loo. Well, Cohen's saying she grabbed my arm, and Van Loo is a very, very smart player here. Look at this. She gets under there, she flails, and she forces the referee to call potentially the right call.
Almond now straight back to Messerman. Everything going through. The EuroLeague Women regular season MVP, former WNBA MVP. One of the greatest players on the planet, out now to the wing. Three ball is good, and that will settle some nerves as we see Van Loo string it.
Beautiful shot.
Sims trying to get herself into the game, and it is going to be important for Jenny Sims to get going, so you can understand why she wants to get some points on the board early.
We've got Emma down
mismatch
low.
inside.
Offensive.
Offensive foul. Messerman working maybe a little bit too hard to establish herself, and often you have that when a big goes against a little, as we see a replay of the Van Loo three from the wing.
And for me, Sims, obviously she's taken that early shot, but I would like for them to get some more movement in their offense, get her something to the rim.
Cohen now kicks it to the wing to Barron. Barron will put the three up. That one rattles home, and the fans in the stands appreciate the first score of the tournament for Israel.
Definitely needed.
Belgium patient offensively. Air now looking for options. Once again, it goes to Messerman. The double team comes across. Quick rotation. Van Loo for three. Big brace of threes for Van Loo.
Listen, beautiful team basketball. Belgium play together. This unit have played a long, long time together.
Stolen away, Van Loo putting some pace behind the transition. Oh, what a pass. millimetre perfect. Out to Messerman. In and out with the jumper, though. Zippel back to Sims, but the pace of the game is lightning. Both teams wanting to run transition. Selfless play, but it will come back out. Van Loo again, short this time though.
Yeah, little heat check for Van Loo. She went 2 for 2 and misses that.
Sims now slows it down for Israel. Oh, and another 3 ball. This time, Yada Galzon nails another 3, and maybe this is the way Israel stay in this game.
Yeah, 2 for 2 for her. Early 6 points.
Almond waits for the screen. Linskins rolls high. Much better defense here by Israel. They're rotating well, but Linskins, and this is where Belgium can punish you. Their bigs can shoot the ball.
Yep. Linskins can stretch the floor, 15-footer. She can shoot the 3, doesn't like to.
Shot goes up, that's short. Easy rebound pulled in by Delaire. Almond to Messerman. Messerman, huge amount of advantage against Barron.
Timeout.
Yeah, timeout's going to be called. Under 4 minutes played, Belgium with an 8-point lead and really dominating the game right now.
And you said you watched their practice. Look at this behind the back to Almond, and that just shows you how well they are on a string. They literally know where each other's going to play. They call a timeout, stop the bleeding, and hopefully we can listen in to the Israeli timeout.
Hey, we are out completely. One fake, you're out of control, it's 3-point shot. You gotta stay with her. If it's a switch aggressively, okay? People, she cannot get the ball so easy. It's the beginning of the game, you wanna give her message, okay? You take her now. We are 22. I have to call you because we are out. 22, okay? One pass, we go to man. Do not come so fast to trap her. She's a passer. She passed them all the pass. Wait, everybody in 2-3, okay? Wait, all right? Hey, you got it by the 5, okay? We go now up. She's coming. You go, okay? Up. She's coming to screen, okay? Hey, short all, another one. Let's go.
Clear and concise message from Coach Drucker. Sounds like he just wants them to go back to the game plan. It's easier said than done against the quality of Van Loo and her teammates. You talked about how this team had gelled. 10 of the 12 players were at the World Cup. 6 of them were part of the Olympic squad. This is why Belgium are hotly tipped to go all the way.
Yeah, and they play so well. They play hard. Obviously, the Mestag sisters and Coach different. They were a big part of their winning strides and streaks. But this team is so good, well-oiled machine.
Oh, rejected by Linskins. A wag of the finger as well.
Not in my house, no.
Well,
it's in their house.
Yeah, as Rabel finds out the hard way what happens when you go into the paint against Belgium. Van Loo, mismatch, hesitation, dribble, kicks it to the corner, wide open. 3 ball is short though. Sims uses the pick and roll. That's a smart play by Israel, but the rotation defensively is good from Belgium. Messerman's going to get called for the foul. A look of surprise on her face.
Yeah. She's not happy with that. And there's Linskins, all ball. And it goes right into her chest and out of bounds.
Messerman picking up her 2nd foul there, so a forced rotation really on Belgium.
Interesting that he has to do that.
To the game comes Manunga in her place. A slightly smaller lineup for Belgium. No less physical or talented, though. Long 2 for Cohen is good.
Beautiful move by Cohen there. I love that for her. Puts the ball on the floor and finishes strong.
One of the more veteran players for the Israeli team. She's going to need to bring leadership this tournament. Inside Van Loo now. 3 is up and it's good. A triple of triples for Van Loo in the opening 5 minutes of this game.
Well, if I'm Israel, you need to adjust. You've got to run her off the 3-point line. She's 9 points, but I was going to say Cohen, and he answered back.
Cohen almost took that shot from the seafront. It's a long, long way out. Baseline ball for Israel. Barron, nice move, doesn't get the roll though. Linskins picks up another rebound.
Good little shot for Barron there.
Linskins drives in. Well read by Sims though, but they can't scoop up the loose ball. Almond now for three. Will she get in on the act? She will. What a backcourt from Belgium. It's raining threes in Tel Aviv.
They just look so comfortable, right? Just so easy. And I'm really enjoying this. Is great action of Belgian basketball.
Barron open for three herself, nails the three, and that's the key for Israel. They've got to make them pay when they get those opportunities, but you're right, Belgium just look in such a rhythm right now, and you talked about it in the pre-game. You get your preparation done, and the game is actually enjoyable, quite easy.
Yeah, and Israel here change up their defense, went into a little 2-3 zone, maybe a man-to-man now. They've got to show different looks.
Oh, Van Loo, step back three. Too heavy this time. That really would have topped off this first quarter performance. Barron slows it down. Nice shot fake. Steps inside against Almond. Loose ball scooped in by Manunga. Long pass is knocked away by Barron. Good transition defense as the pass almost found Misua.
Really good defense by Barron. She missed the shot down here. She was a little bit upset, but she made it back on defense to get her hand in the way of that ball.
Sims heads to the bench for the first time, and Eisner comes in her place. Misua now to Linskins. Patience once again from Belgium. Linskins with the handle. That's her range. A little heavy this time though. The defense was a little bit more tight on her though, but and Belgium will go again.
Yeah, another offensive rebound.
Lob pass inside to Linskins, draws the double, inside and one. That's a big, big baseline cut by Lisua for the two.
An absolute beautiful pass, right on the money here. Linskins drops it off, easy two and one. Belgium are putting on a full-time show. If you're a women's basketball fan, oh boy, you're in for a treat. I told you, they're just playing really selfless basketball, sharing the ball, driving in, kicking it out, good shots, selection, and hitting their free throws.
Lisua completes the three-point play, extends Belgium's lead out to 12 points now, and like you say, you kind of can't think how Belgium could do any more so far in the game. They've really been almost millimeter perfect.
Good drive. Alzon makes her way to the line. And I must admit, sorry to interrupt you, Israel is doing a good job answering back. They hit those threes, and then this drive, they have to be aggressive. They can't just, you know, pack up and...
Offensively, I think you're right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is there something they could do on the defensive end? What would you like to see from them more defensively to try and stem this flow? It's 23 points conceded in a little over 7 minutes.
Well, the three-point shot right now is looking good. You need to run Van Loo and Almond off of the three-point line. Luckily for them, Van Loo is on the bench, so she can't shoot threes from there.
Israel putting a little bit of full-court pressure on. They're not looking to steal the ball, but to at least slow the Belgian advance down. Little lob pass inside. Geldof can't quite hold on to that one. Good defense by Israel this time. Galzon, three ball. Oh, it's good. And you cannot credit enough Israel on how they're shooting the ball. They're playing with some real confidence offensively.
And why not? You're at home, you've got your crowd, and a foul here called, but why not? And that is the question, why not? Give yourself a chance, play hard, and also you want to build your self-confidence in this game. If you can shoot and you can play well against, you know, the number 7th ranked team and a bronze medalist in this tournament, why not?
see the change as out of the game comes Rabel and back in comes Sims. A little quiet start from Sims. Do you expect her to be slightly different in this second spell?
Well, they need her, you know, but she's got 0 points so far, and she's got to find her offense.
Almond skips through the paint, wraps the pass around the corner, but that's in amongst the trees, and that is a tough place to be. Manunga can't get it to go.
Good
Israel
defense.
will bring it back.
Yeah, good defense by Israel.
Rotberg waits for the screen, but goes the baseline. That's closed off on her. And the pass is a little wayward. Sims saves it. Cohen for three. And the problem they have when Cohen puts the three up, there's no one there to rebound for Israel, and it's an easy defensive board as we see Almond knocked to the floor by Eisner. Belgium have been playing some very good basketball. Their lead is only at 7 though, and that's on the back of some very strong shooting in the first 8.5 minutes from Israel. Manunga baseline drive, rejected. Cohen steps up and swats it away.
Cohen playing some really strong minutes. They go inside to Sims.
And that is what Sims needs to bring to the game.
Yeah.
Explosive, quick first step.
Beautiful baseline drive. And sometimes that's it. You need to see the ball go through the net mark one time, and here she comes.
Almond inside, goes to the reverse layup. Smart play from the 26-year-old. And if Sims can bring that penetration offense as well, it could open up even more space for the perimeter game for Israel. Eisner inside to Cohen. Cohen trying to work in the low post, a little bit of old school back to the basketball. Zania, you'll be happy.
Yeah, I didn't really love it, but it's a good look. And it's the last 16 seconds here.
Belgium looking to run the clock down. A couple of seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Three is good for Rezimont. Another triple. Really has been a shootout in the first quarter, but Israel will get a shot away before the buzzer. That one won't count from Eisner. What a blistering first 10 minutes of basketball we've had here in Tel Aviv. Both teams going toe-to-toe, but at the end of the first quarter, it's Belgium 28, Israel 18.
Well, 28 points in 1 quarter, Mark, is incredible. Way too much if you're Israel. If you want to stay in this game here, look, they are 5 from 8 from the three-point line. Belgium shooting 62%, but hey, 4 from 5 from 80%. Israel is kind of keeping them in their game for the three-point shot, but it has been all Belgium Cats in this first quarter. It started with that wonderful post player, Emma Messamim, straight in, and they knew their focus, and I really enjoy that style of basketball. And then she brings the double, then she had a lovely pass off to Linskins. Just such smart, intelligent, poised basketball, and that is what's so beautiful about the women's game.
Absolutely, and you look at the score, 10-point lead. The way Belgium have played, if you'd just seen that side of the game, you'd have thought that it would be a bigger lead than 10 points. If you're Coach Mezian now, what are you saying to your team? Yes, you're up by 10, but clearly you said you want to win big. What are the little things that he'll be tinkering with now? Yeah,
I think just pick up earlier in transition, find Cohen. She's obviously, she's got a little bit hot. But I just think stick to you. There's still a long time in the game. You're only down 10. Get some confidence, get something easy. Also, Sims has found her way to the rim on that baseline. Maybe get something going for her. She is their leading scorer and rebound. Like, she is the key player. They've got to find her easy offense. 2 points in 1 quarter isn't enough for me.
Yeah, it's interesting. You watch Belgium play and you can see everything they do is intentional.
Yeah.
You said straight away, before the game, you said it, they're going to go to Messamim. Oh, quick break. Make sure you download the Courtside 1891 app if you love international basketball. That is an absolute must, not just for your phone, but for the homepage on your phone as well. You will get plenty stream schedules and scores on that app. But as you were saying, even before the game, you went, first play, they're going to Messamim. Straight away, they went to Messamim. Everything they're doing is intentional. Whereas on the Israeli side, you feel that they're kind of taking what they're given to a certain degree. How easy is it for the Israeli team to start changing that dynamic?
Well, I think you're playing a tough defensive team in Belgium. You know, they'll know their scout. They're very physical. This team's a little bit different that they're on right now. There's no Messman, there's no Almon on the floor, no...
Linskins is, on the bench.
It's quite a smaller Belgium team. So if I'm Israel right now, this is my probably 2 minutes that I'm going to go inside, dominate, and maybe cut away at this league.
Interesting to see if Coach Drucker has aligned his team to do that, attack the basket. Make hay while the sun is shining, make hay while some of the big bodies of Belgium are taking a break on the bench. Second quarter action underway here in Tel Aviv with 10 minutes in the books. Belgium lead this one by 10 over Israel. Opening day of Women's EuroBasket 2023. Aaron now to Rabel. She goes inside against Geldof. Good defense. A little scoop shot isn't good from Rockberg.
And Van Loo slows them completely down and sets them up.
Van Loo shakes, step back. Three was there. She didn't take it this time, though. Goes inside to Geldof. Little running left-hander. Good defense by Sims.
Unfortunate, but good idea. It's out on the break. See if Israel can just, you know, get that ball in and get an easy layup. And just keep cutting away, but they turn the ball over.
Ball back into the hands of Van Loo, screened by Geldof. Fakes the three, nothing happening in front of her. Israel defense holding strong. Kicked out wide open, three ball goes up and goes down. Rezemont with another triple. Belgium putting on a shooting clinic.
And that's 2 3-pointers in a row for her. The mask assassin, maybe? Can you call her that?
There's certainly some merchandise out the back of that. I can see some t-shirts right now. Need to get that one copyrighted.
Yeah, and here it is, beautiful. She's a lefty. And absolutely drains that. And that's tough because, you know, they had that wide open transition layup. They missed that, and then they come down, and then Belgium hits a three and just pulls open the lead even further.
Suva's gone to the bench, and Delaire has come back in for Belgium. Israeli captain now, Rockberg, with possession at the top. Trying to find some space, but the Belgian defense is ever present. Barron crossover, tough shot off the glass. Barrels out, though.
Great move. Unfortunately, couldn't finish that.
Rezemont left wide open, and another three. Van Loo and Rezemont putting on a clinic.
Get that t-shirt printed, I'm telling you, she is 3 for 3 from the three-point line. The mask assassin is on fire.
Sims looks to go down the baseline again, goes the long way. That's great hands, quick hands by Manunga. Out in transition, behind the back by Van Loo. Rezemont can do everything here in Tel Aviv.
I want to see that on replay, because this was razzle-dazzle here. Look, fakes, goes behind the back. She goes from the three-point shot to the layup. She can do it all. And she's going to get an old school and one.
Timeout called here as Belgium's lead extends out to 18. Look at the joy from Rezemont. This team have come to do a job on this tournament. They have come to try and win it all. We're going to head into this Israeli huddle, hear what Coach Drucker has to say.
Jenny, you with the ball. I want to run 2, okay? 2 for Eden. Quick staggered screen over here, and high pick and roll with Ravel, okay? Ravel, when you go to the short ball, it's either a shot or continuation. Sometimes it cannot go all the way. We are going heads to the wall, okay? Now, the play that I show was like this. Liz, you start here. You give back screen, and then you go out, okay? That's what I meant, all right? Hey! Hey, I want to run now.
There's a Rezemont flurry, and it isn't a rare thing. It is mass market, it is common as you like now. Rezemon nailing the three, but coming and put a huge game up so far. Perfect from the field, 4 from 4, 3 from 3 from downtown. For her, 11 points in under 6 minutes of court time. Not a player that you would have highlighted necessarily if you're Israel pre-game, but maybe that's the problem when you face a team like Belgium.
Yeah, and she's just doing her job. She's hitting wide open shots, and maybe that's it. Israel is sacrificing some, you know, with leaving her open. You want to double a Messerman, a Lincoln, and she's wide open, and she is making them pay. She's 3 from 3, and then the layup. Incredible start from her.
It really is, and you're right, it's so difficult. You can overcommit on Van Loo, you can chase out or double down onto the post, but you can't double out on everyone. And this is the free throw though, Sims pulls up the rebound. Rotberg at the top, Babel with the pick and roll. Back to Sims, pass inside, but Messerman awaits Israel.
4 seconds.
Shot clock's expiring, Rotberg has to get it up. In the end, it was actually quite a good opportunity, and they didn't get it to go. Yeah, top. Now to Van Loo, she puts the 3 up from the wing. That's better perimeter defense from Israel, a little harder chasing out the shooters.
But the ball still rims in and out from Van Loo.
Sims, hesitation, kicks it to the corner. Belgium's defense is just relentless. Every lane is closed off. There's hands in pretty much every passing lane. Out in transition, Messerman stretching the legs. Can't get the and one. Does draw the foul, though, from Baron, and will head to the line.
Belgium absolutely punishing them. She doesn't finish at the rim, but a good, tough defensive stop down there. And then bang, they're out to the races. And Evan Messerman is back to the free throw line.
If you want to get your bigs like Messerman to get out and run, you've got to feed them, right? I bet it was the same with you playing. Look, if I'm going to get out in transition, I want you to feed me as much as you can.
Oh yeah, you have to reward your bigs. They work so hard. I always have this argument, is it tougher and harder to be a post player or a guard? And I always think it's a post player because you've got to run the whole court from baseline to baseline.
And you're getting physically beaten up for 40 minutes.
Yeah, and we've got to set screens, we've got to score. There's a lot going on.
I'm with you on that one. There's a lot of glory in the backcourt and a lot of hard work in the front court. Sims now drives through the Belgian defense. That's a strong move, but she's come up against one of the best defensive forces in European basketball. But Messerman's outlet pass is thrown away in the end as Delaire looked to get out and run.
And Sims is begging the referee, saying, they're hitting my arm, but you've got to finish tough. You get nothing easy at EuroBasket.
And we've seen it early on. We've had 2 games prior to this, and both games very well refereed, but they're quite happy for it to be a physical game.
Very happy.
Sims now, another drive inside. She ends up on the floor. Massey, her first touches. Back to Massey. A little soft right-hander, and it's good. Wonderfully run transition there from Belgium.
And the thing is with Sims, if you're going to lay down on the floor and complain and not be happy, bang, Belgium's on the run, 5-on-4. You cannot afford to have a moan and be upset with the referees because Belgium don't care. They're down on the other end and paying you for laying down for too long. Yeah,
they see it as the advantage. It just gives them the extra player. And as you see here, Massey makes you pay with that little soft right hand as Linskins comes back into the game for Van Loo. Look at the size of this Belgian roster now.
Yeah.
And it's spilled out of bounds by Kausch.
And that was really that moment where we saw Belgium, the smallest we've ever seen them. And I told you, here comes Linskins, Emma back in, Massey, they're all 6 foot plus.
And this is something that will benefit Belgium, right, as the tournament progresses. They've got different looks. Messerman, little fade-away one-footer. But they can go big, they can go little, they can flex to whatever the situation provides.
Yeah, they sure can. So versatile.
Stolen away. Good quick hands, a great read. Out in transition, and the easiest of 2s on the finger roll for Julie Almond.
Simone saw that play the whole time. I watched her. She watched the ball. And
did it turn into the Matrix?
Yeah,
did you just see it in the green numbers? Oh, and the three is good, and this is how Israel can make a game of this. They can get warm again from outside. They've got a chance of making a dent in the 23-point margin they currently face. Offensive foul called on Massey. Just using her offhand to push away, to create some space.
Here's the three-point shot, lines it up. Nothing but net and a splash for Israel. They needed that shot, but there is the steal. She literally laser-eyed the ball all the way around and stole it. I saw that coming.
Welsh now, quick ball movement round to the corner, into the hands of Rotberg. Oh, lovely crossover. That's a beautiful bit of play by the Israeli captain. Creates her own space for the shot. Timeout has been called. Belgium lead this one by 21 points.
And look at this.
4:40 to go. What a handle. That is a beautiful piece of skill.
The crossover, beautiful crossover. And get Salmon off of her. So we'll have a timeout. We'll listen in.
Come on. Also be ready after the ball. Okay. From the corner to jump on. We are all we are shooters. Okay. Don't let them catch a shot at three. Four side. Okay, four side. Go. Go four side. Pin down. Okay, first screen. Okay, and come back to our point. Go. One.
There is the three ball from Israel. As they start to mount somewhat of a comeback, Rotberg, look at that crossover. Love the slow-mo on that one. As she steps up, laser focus to drain the long two. But no real surprise in that Belgian huddle. Coach Mézières, cool, calm, collected. Very clear messaging to his team. Just wants to tighten things up a little bit by the sounds of it.
Yeah, and you don't want them to start getting run or feel confident, and you kill it right away. You take a timeout, stop the run, and draw something up.
When playing a host team, is there a different mindset from the coaches, from a player? Do you feel different? Do you have to approach it differently? Because, like you say, he calls a timeout maybe to take the crowd out of the game a little as well.
I think that's it. You know, you just have to play with the crowd. And when you're at home, they do give you that extra buzz. We call it the six-man.
That will remain Belgian ball on the sideline, but Israel starting to increase their defensive intensity. And for Israel, this is part of the process. This is game one of three within this group, and they want to build and build and build. Messerman just uses her pure size and strength to bully that score.
Yeah, too big, too strong, and Lincoln just sees her, just puts it up on a plate. And they work well together, those two post players.
And sometimes you have that problem with post players. Two legitimate bigs struggle to work together because they want the same spot on the floor, but it works well. Zippel for three, another triple for Israel. And I have to say, it has been very impressive how they've approached this game.
Yeah, they are shooting a great clip from the three.
Messerman again, mid-range two, pushed out of bounds by Zippel. Messerman will go to the line for two free throws, and she is a very good free throw shooter. Emma Messerman, 2 from 2 so far this evening. 10 points, 4 from 5 from the field, has 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals and a block, making sure she gets some marks in pretty much every column of the box score.
It feels like, oh yeah, that's more like it, thank you. Oh no, it feels like they've scored more than 3 three-pointers, Israel. They're 3 from 16. Does that seem right? I feel like mine is...
They're 3 from 16 from 2,
oh,
6 from 7 from downtown, but that tells you a lot about the game, right?
That's what's happening. My eyes are telling fibs. I knew that felt weird. It's 6 from 7.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't expect them to shoot much better from outside than they do inside, but that's how Israel have been able to get 26 points in the first
and they're shooting
16 minutes.
Yeah, 85% from the three-point line, keeping them in the game.
think other teams in the group will be looking at that and maybe seeing that as a weakness that Belgium have, chasing out the threes, defending the perimeter, or is that just wishful thinking if you're one of the other teams?
No, I wouldn't see that as a weakness. You know, if you can shoot a great clip from the three-point line, and we're seeing that across the women's game, or in the men's game, they shoot a lot of threes. They put up, you know, 40 to 50 threes. In the women's game, you'll see, you know, an average 20, 25, maybe pushing 30. But no, I don't think so.
Yeah, now inside, Linskins, beautiful pick and roll, and one. Linskins hits the floor, holding her arm. That will be a worry. She looks like she's in some pain on the floor. Her teammates are over with her. That is not a sight you want to see at any point, let alone opening day of a huge tournament like this. That will be a concern for Coach Mézières.
Well, if you look in that camera, you see that bruise already on that elbow, and it's padded maybe.
Yeah.
But look, she finishes, and it's quite a fall, and that elbow takes all the weight of her. Beautiful pocket pass, right on the money. It is a foul. It's a dangerous foul. And I'm glad to see her get up.
She's going to sub out of the game. And in a place will come Van Loo. Smart change from Coach Mézières, sending him one of his best free throw shooters.
Yep, because whoever you sub in
has to take the free throws.
That's sure.
That's where the coaches earn their money. Make sure they're on top of it for the whole game. Any advantage you can take, you will. Rotberg for three, in and out this time. Almond finds her way through again. Messerman, long two, and that is money in the bank for Emma Messerman.
And yet again, exquisite passing, and just they know each other. Almond, Emma Messerman gave her the look, and she just put the ball right on the platter for her.
Cohen being wrestled down low by Van Loo. Foul's going to be called.
Yeah. Do you know what, Mark? I haven't thought about who's going to be on the podium yet. It's going to be tough, obviously. Spain's also on this side, so we'll get to see them tonight. They're right after playing Latvia. But listen, this Belgium team is looking well-oiled and looking very, very good.
Cohen for three, nails the three, and this Israeli team could be one of the best three-point shooting teams in the tournament as well. If they want to take bragging rights for something, they might come away with that. But you're absolutely right. You know, we obviously had a conversation over dinner last night, and I said to you, that Belgian team were business in their training session, and it's certainly paying off right now. De La Rey will go an air ball to the left, though.
But still, they get the rebound.
They do. Van Loo for three. That's short, another rebound. This time it's Massey scooping it up. They'll go again. Van Loo will slow it down. 6 left on the shot clock for Almond. Van Loo, no choice, puts the high arcing three, and it just whips through the string.
Incredible. And that was the tenacity on the rebounding end to get them not one, but 2 extra looks.
Sims just goes as hard as she can into the paint, ends up coming away with nothing, maybe a few bruises after the body contact.
I would have to agree with you there. Sims goes up, and then 3 Belgian players bang her and literally just, you know, ping-pong her, I guess, around, and that's what you want to do. If a player is going to be a top player, you've got to make it hard. Physical bumping. Referees aren't going to call that off of the ball, and she's struggling.
And is this something you think from Belgium's perspective has been a very proactive thing? Be physical, be overly physical. If we give up a couple of fouls, we give up some fouls, but she gets no easy looks.
No, it's a scout, I'll tell you that for free.
At the line, Almond. It's the first, extends the lead even further. And once again, out to a 29-point lead now for Belgium. They are certainly sending out a message to the rest of the tournament. This one will ripple all the way to our other city, our other host city, Ljubljana. There will be teams in Slovenia watching this game thinking, okay, Belgium are the real deal.
For sure.
Thrown away. Who's going to end up with it? Love the intensity from Israel. They scoop up the loose ball. Galzon hits another three. Big play. Young Galzon, 3 from 3 from downtown.
Wow, Israel absolutely killing it from the three-point line.
Almond for 3. Oh, and another 3. This has just turned into a shootout between these two teams. You cannot take your eyes off this game.
Incredible. Both teams shooting the 3 very well.
Galzon, another 3. Short this time. Smart play defensively by Van Loo. A much harder chase out this time. Stolen away. Good hands from Zippel. Sims uses her body herself. She saw the chance. There were no bigs at home. Bullies her way to the basket for the score.
Yeah, she put her head down, went straight to the rim.
About a 2-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Almond, offensive foul going to be called. That one's on Billy Massey. Just didn't quite stay stationary long enough. Barrel will come into the game. Sorry, come out of the game. Comes Kausch. Also into the game comes Ravitz as Almond goes to the bench for Belgium. The crowd have enjoyed this first half. Their team may be trailing. They certainly have shown some real glimmers of quality. Yeah. Sims now, shot clock, game clock down to 2. Throws up a prayer, nothing there. And that will be the final action of the first half here. Game day 1, first game of the tournament for both of these teams, and a blistering first half for Belgium. 2 quarters in the books, and Belgium lead this one 61-34 over our hosts, Israel.
Wow. That was a fun half of basketball. Israel shooting 8 from 11 from the three-point line. That is 24 points of their 34 coming from the three-point line, really keeping them in this game. Belgium 13 of 19 from 2, and then the rebounding game pretty similar, but the assists to Belgium have 20 assists. And they have 9 turnovers, surprisingly, actually. Messerman, Van Loo, and Almond, of course, leading scorers with 14. Messerman leading the way. So, beautiful basketball, in my opinion, as we get to see the second quarter of the best plays. I just felt like Belgium were just in control. Even though Israel hitting a lot of threes, they're still playing their style of basketball.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, it feels like Belgium are dictating the flow of this game. And as a team like Belgium, who are one of the favourites to lift the trophy, do you want what many would consider as one of the easier games to start the tournament, getting your flow, or would you rather take on a bit more of a traditional challenge in your opening game?
Yeah, well, in the EuroBasket, no game's easy, in my opinion.
It's very true.
Everyone comes here, they tie out their shoelaces the exact same, and they play hard. And we saw the game before where we would have put our money on Italy, and Czech Republic comes out and gives them an out. So you can just never wish for anything. All you need to wish for is to play hard, to add possessions, to you know, build your confidence throughout the game and the tournament. But no game is easy, especially as we go deep into the tournament.
So looking at the 2 different locker rooms right now, clearly the 2 different coaching staffs have very different jobs to do.
Yeah.
Let's look at Belgium first. They hold a big lead. What's the messaging as a coach would be giving you at this point? What do you think Coach Mezian and his team of coaches are saying to that team?
Can we stop the three-point shot, please? And thank you, the 8 from 11. Let's run them off. They've had a fair few open looks. Cohen has definitely hit a fair few. And then they, you know, they have answered in Van Loo and Almond shooting their own clip from the three-point line. But I think that's the only thing I would say at halftime they would talk about.
You need character. You need chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
you win for all.
goodness gracious me, are you kidding me? Wonderful.
Slovenian team is such fun to watch.
Great aggressive take by Gabby Williams. Bosnia with another opportunity to cut into this lead. Possible 4-point play, people! Bosnia making a comeback here in this fourth quarter. Don't go away. Really Massey, spin move. Always works the lead there.
Here's where they might do some damage. Spain, open floor, Dominguez goes right at Bentley. Oh, she makes an incredible shot. Unbelievable. Falling down. Dominguez, look at this.
Yep, sure is a foul. And a nice soft touch in there.
There's the backboard I was telling you about. That's why you use it.
There we go.
It can be your friend.
Nice spin move from Lloyd there.
We have about a 2-second differential. Shot clock, game clock, Julia Alvarez, and they score! What a big-time shot from a big-time player.
Welcome back to Tel Aviv. Game day one as Belgium take on Israel. It's half-time here. And Belgium lead this one 61-34, but that's not without some real highlight plays from Israel. Gal's on 11 points in that first half. A phenomenal performance from her. Overall, how much have you been impressed by Israel's outside shooting?
Yeah, we spoke about their outside shooting, right? And she, right there, had defense in her face and still managed to get that 3-point up. And we said at halftime, that's definitely going to be the only, I would say, downfall of Belgium's, part of this game. But at the end of the day, they scored 28 points, Belgium did in the first quarter, and then 33 points in the second, equaling 61 points in this first half. That is way too many points. If I'm Israel, that's what they would talk about in the locker room. So they're fine, they're handling the fill-up and good shooting of Israel.
And we talked about Belgium and what they would do, chase out that three. Emma Messerman putting in another big performance, 14 points from her. They went to her straight away. She was the key player before the game. She really hasn't disappointed so far.
Listen, she's not the EuroLeague MVP for no reason, you know. It was the first play of the game. They went straight to her. But what I love about her, she always puts herself in wonderful positions. She's poised, she takes her time, has a lovely finish at the rim, and just plays really well. But also, because she knows she draws so much attention, she's also a fantastic passer.
Yeah, she certainly is, and you know, she reacts to the game, she reads the game. You see the example there, the double team came, but it wasn't a true double team, so she carried on with the play for the score herself.
Yeah.
It's tough. If you're Israel now and you look at the Belgian team, and you know, you made the point, we've got to stop that number of points, just the pace of scoring is too much. Is it a matter of pick your poison? Are you going to try and close out the 3 more and maybe give up some interior points, or vice versa? How would you approach it? Or is it just, we just need to pick the intensity up in every facet?
Yeah, you know, Belgium's so versatile. They have fantastic shooters, so they stretch the floor. They got wonderful post players with Linskins and Messerman inside. So like you said, pick your poison. I don't know, and that's what's so difficult about guarding. And they have failed, honestly, in the first to put up 61 points. That's way too many. But you know, you've got Van Loo on 13 points, Alman on 12, Resmond has played fantastic, 11 points, and then Messerman at 14. That's 4 players in double digits. It's a lot to handle and a lot to defend.
Yeah, and when you look at those players as well, Messerman's not been on the floor 10 minutes. Resmond was less than 7 minutes. So it's, you know, it's difficult to say how do we actually stop all of this, the points being scored, because it's coming from so many different directions. It's not one player who's poured in 30 points and you go something extreme like a box and one, I suppose. It's,
or double.
You know, it's a much more nuanced approach for it. But the Belgian team, and that's for me the most important bit, the team has been so impressive. They play as a unit. It's not individual at all.
Yeah, what's the saying, team? Together we achieve more. I think it is what we live by, and that's what I think they do. They really have a good time. They have fun. You see smiles on their faces. They live for the pass and to score. They really play for each other. And also, you know, this Belgium team, we're going to see them in the final stages. They're going to make their way to Slovenia, so they really need to use these games to figure themselves out, the chemistry which they already have, but just they'll build confidence. And what I like about this Belgium team, which I think they'll do well moving forward, is they've got a deep bench. They've got their starting solid 5, and then they go 7, 8, 9 men deep.
Yeah, they do, and they seem to trust each other. They're selfless when they play on the floor. They have 20 assists at the half, which is more than they've ever had in any other full Euro Women's Basket game. So before their highest was 16, it just shows you that maybe this is a different team. This isn't a bronze level team. This is maybe the step above. Maybe this is the year for Belgium to kind of kick that curse and claim the crown.
Yeah, and I would love that, to be honest, because they have been so good for so long. And, you know, to come up, I mean, okay, bronze, it's not exactly what you come to a tournament, but to medal is a huge thing, especially. And, you know, I've played in EuroBasket many times, and it is a tough, grueling tournament. You've got to play back-to-back games, barely any rest, and then this side of the group will then travel to Slovenia. They'll have a few days off, I think 1 or 2, and then you've got to go again. And really, it's a grueling 2 weeks to play fantastic, and the winner really deserves it. So
yeah, you certainly earn the trophy by the time you get to
You're
that
exhausted,
stage, right? Yeah, you've earned the right to party with the trophy by the end of the tournament for sure. But for Israel, as we see the stats for Galzon, 11 points in that first half. They're in a different place in their development. What are they going to take from not just this game, but from this tournament as a whole? What will they want to try and achieve? Clearly the fans in the stands is a start, but what other things are they looking to do?
Yeah, I think even myself, when I played my first EuroBasket, I don't think we won a game either. We just got absolutely pummeled, I think. But it's the experience, it's being here, it's being able to play against #1 players from Emma Messerman, to be able to defend, to figure it out. And what you do is you keep building, and every year you come back stronger and stronger, and you figure out how to turn, you know, maybe this big lead into a smaller lead, or you know how to prepare different or scout different. So that's all learning lessons. It's definitely a journey. It's a marathon, not a sprint, Mark, and that's when you're a smaller, younger basketball country. that's what you kind of have to take out of it.
Yeah, they're certainly trying to re-establish themselves on the kind of world map of women's basketball, whereas Belgium, I suppose, are several evolutions down the road from that, but they have travelled the same path that Israel are looking to travel. You know, they aren't a traditional powerhouse of basketball, but they've created themselves into that position now, and it's for Israel maybe to take some of those lessons of what Belgium have done and take inspiration to achieve that. But this game has still got plenty to give. You have that feeling. We're a little over a minute and a half away from the start of the second half as the players head to their benches for their final instructions from the coaching staff. But I have no reason to expect this game to be anything less than it was in the first half, so I'm expecting plenty more three balls to be launched.
I don't want this position to get the ball. Okay? Only this. When the ball is on the side, don't rush, just jump to position. Let's one time do it good. From the first moment we practice this, and we are still not doing this trap good. Immediately when she gets it, we are jumping and she finds somebody.
We'll go ahead and scan the QR code, download the EuroBasket app. I have it on my phone, keeps me up to date with all my stats and all the games across the tournament over this next 2 weeks. Fantastic app to have. Do you have it on your phone?
Absolutely, I have it on my phone. I have it on every device I can possibly find. It's got stats on it, of course
Mark
it
is the most geekiest stat guy I've ever met, and I love it because he's full of numbers and he makes my job so easy.
I do love the stats, that's for sure, and we're getting plenty of stats coming out of this game. Potentially some records on the cards here in the second half. Belgium on the floor, ready to go, and were you like that as a player? You've got a big lead, you want to get back on the floor and get going again, right?
Yeah, I mean, and just kind of get the game done, especially when you've got a big lead like this. You've got to think about tomorrow. If you play tomorrow, you need rest, you need to eat, you need to sleep and recover. So it's good just to, you know, get the game going, but to leave with good feelings. And talking about records, Emma Messerman, 348 points, most scored in this tournament, so we haven't added her today's score, but she is the leader.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And the thing you have about Emma as well is she's one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet. So yeah, it's you couldn't wish more success on someone than you would for Emma, but she's had an unbelievable year this year, and is EuroBasket title going to be the crowning glory at the end. Second half underway here in Tel Aviv. At the half, Belgium lead this one 61-34. The first half was a real downtown shootout between these two teams, and Belgium really did completely dominate that first half. Gow's on. Nice little fadeaway, doesn't get the reward that she wanted though.
Good to see Linskin's back in the game also. She took that hard hit to the elbow.
Oh, beautiful, wonderful selfless play. The finish isn't there though. Rattles away.
Yeah, rolled in and out.
Rotberg back to Cohen. Inside, lovely pass inside, and a beautiful play by Israel. We haven't had a huge amount of success at the basket, so that certainly will.
A wonderful play, yeah, because Cohen obviously has hit the threes, so Belgium ran out to her, and then she found the post partner down low.
Linskin sends Cohen to the floor. Messerman, easy two. Great to see so many faces in the crowd, so many young faces as well, being inspired by some of the best basketball on the planet. On, looking for some space. Finds Cohen, that will be a travel. Yeah. Just picked up that pivot foot a little too soon.
Yeah, she's got to get that ball on the floor quick. She says no to the referee, but yes it is. Here's the beautiful pass. Linskin's to Emma Messerman. They do it with their eyes closed.
And that is the joy of both Linskin's and Messerman. Their ability to pass out of the post and just generally is just as high as any of the guards on show. Their vision and their precision is Very impressive.
But they always constantly look for each other. As soon as they're catching the ball, boom, their eyes are up. They're looking for one another, and they pass so well. Both of them, great hands, pass well, catch well, finish even better.
Sideline possession here for Belgium as we come back in. Clarification at the officials' table, and we're good to go. Wait a second, we I think have an issue with the shot clock. I don't think it started.
What I haven't realised is that the table officials have whistles too. Have you seen that? I've never seen them at a tournament have a whistle on either side.
You are eagle-eyed. I did not see that they have whistles too.
Yeah, what? They usually use the buzzer or the horn, but now they use whistles, and I've never seen that before.
One of the reasons may be due to the fact that the buzzer in this building will take your head off.
Yeah,
it's terrifying.
Look, do you see him?
Yeah.
And the lady here with the lovely red hair has a whistle.
That's good.
Wonder if we can get one of those.
Imagine the carnage that we'd cause with whistles. We're lucky they give us microphones.
Yeah.
Little confusion at the moment on the floor. I think it's just an issue with the shot clock. They're just trying to get the time settings right before we get underway. Say this is game day one, a real buzz around Tel Aviv for this tournament. The fans have come out in their numbers to support the home team, and you have a feeling they're going to cheer them all the way to the end. They haven't got frustrated with how far Belgium are in the lead. I think they've just enjoyed the show that they've been given. Linskins trying to barrel away to the floor. It's her arm pulled by Galzon. Foul called.
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. And you know what I love? She just took her time and the patience down low.
Almond now at the top. Inside, Linskins, shovel pass again to Messerman. The 1-2 punch from Belgium continues to send Israel to the ropes.
And such unselfish play. Linskins had the layup wide open, but decides to pass it to her post partner.
That's a good pass in the end by Barron. Wide open. Three is good this time. It's Rotberg.
Wow, how did she get out of that trap? Literally threw the ball over her head.
Messerman will draw the foul. That one on Galzon again.
I didn't realise Emma Messerman forgot to. Here's the three-point shot though, wide open. I know Belgium coach won't be happy about that, but here's the Linskin pass, also beautiful, right on the plate. Emma Messerman forgot to maybe put on her sunblock. She's got a nice.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention the t-shirt, Tan.
Oh, I'm definitely going to mention it.
You've gone all in.
Yeah, I go all in there. It is beautiful outside. It's like 28, 29 degrees.
I feel her pain. I have fair skin myself. I'm a shade hunter, so I feel her pain.
But the weather is so delightful. We don't see it much
city.
when we're in the gym all day.
Rotberg now on the wing, looks to feed the post. Galzon, she has the size advantage. Will she use it? No, she'll come back out. Beautiful ball movement here by Israel. The three goes again, this time too long, but Galzon's there for the rebound and will get the roll.
Great offensive rebound by Galzon in the right place at the right time. And a little nice run from Israel, I love it.
Lead down to 24 points for Belgium now. Van Loo, little sidestep. Three is string music.
Van Loo, honey. I'm here for it.
And just like that, the air and the noise of the crowd has taken down quite a few decibels. Rotberg, that's a tough two under huge pressure from Van Loo. Almond drives to the baseline, hands it off. Linskin, soft little roll to drop it into the bucket.
And this starting five right now, like I've said before, well-oiled machine. As somebody drives, somebody cuts. Somebody drives, somebody's open for a three. It's beautiful basketball.
The timing and the spacing of the way they play the game, it's like ballet.
Yeah.
It's choreographed to millimeter perfection.
Poetry.
Stolen away. Hustle by Rotberg to get it back, though. Israel will launch it before the end of the shot clock. Didn't look like it touched the ring. No, it will be a shot clock violation. Belgian ball on the baseline. Coach Drucker continues to bark out the orders on the sideline. He expects his team to be competitive in every play, and you have to give a hat tip and some respect to the resilience that Israel has shown in this game. Almond, no look, handoff, and two. There we go. That is another great Belgian play. Almond with the no look pass, Messerman with the finish and a chance of a three-point play.
But also the execution here. Emma moves at the right time off of Almond's drive. It's like we said, it's so poetic, it's so beautiful. What happens is they're playing beautiful team basketball, but they're all moving at the same time. They're playing their play down to a T, and there's nothing Israel can do, sadly, as good as they're trying. They're just a really good team, and then Emma will get a well-deserved rest.
Yeah, as Manunga comes in her place, but you're absolutely right. You know, coaches preach this, don't they? They talk about, oh, you've got to make this cut, but it's not about the angle of the cut, it's the timing of the cut's almost more important than the actual angle of the cut. And Belgium just seem like a really well-oiled engine right now. They work together perfectly, no matter what five are on the floor.
Yeah, but this is a crew that's been playing together at least, you know, 8-10 years, I think. I'm pretty sure this team's been together for a while.
Long three, high rebound pulled down by Manunga. Ramek into the game, 24-year-old taking over point guard responsibilities. Delaware nails the three. That's a big three ball for Belgium.
Well, can Belgium do anything wrong at the moment?
Cohen looks to try and hand it off, but Belgium are even denying the handoff passes right now. Shot clock down to 3. She tries to put up a prayer, puts her hands to the sky saying, what else am I supposed to do right now? There are no options. Linskins kicks it out.
Out about, oh no, foul.
Ramet will draw the foul. As we see Sims come back into the game.
Yeah, we haven't seen her in a while.
And she certainly changes the dynamic for Israel, particularly on the offensive end. She changes the balance of where their offense is. Belgium will make the change as well, as we see Rezemont come back in and Delara head to the bench. Rezemont, an unbelievable first half, 3 from 3 from downtown, 11 points in under 7 minutes of court time. Her first taste of the second half. Van Loo misses the 3. Baron comes up short.
Looked good.
It was the right move.
Nice float up.
Van Loo behind the back. She's got a little isolation. Oh, lovely pass across court. A little bit of showboating here from Belgium now. Van Loo's got the mismatch. Floated inside. Another pass off Manunga. She can't get the score though. Sims. Baron no good.
Three-point shot has definitely cooled off.
Yeah, it's dried up in this second half for Israel. You can almost feel the crowd willing them to get going again. Linskins comes up short, and the game's at a high pace, but not necessarily the highest quality right now.
Yeah, I think Belgium's playing around, but they can afford to. But also, it's their style.
Elzon slows it down and tries to bring some structure to Israel's offense. She's only got 6 seconds to play with now. That's going to be an offensive foul. She just shoves Van Loo out the way.
Yep, and Van Loo is so aggressive right up under her defender. It just irritates her here. Look, pushes her off. Easy call for the referee. And Belgium pretty much empties out their bench now. All the bench players are in.
Becky Massey coming into the game, as is Geldof as well.
That's such a luxury, right? First of all, we're up 76-41, and you can go to your next 5 sub in.
Yeah, when you say the bench players, you usually expect, you know, the quality to dip somewhat.
Yeah,
none
no,
of it.
won't.
None of it at all. It stays at the same level. Lamet now. Rezemont nails another three. Unbelievable game for Rezemont.
That's one person you cannot leave wide open. She had every second to take that shot. Israel kind of a little bit falling apart on their scout.
Foul called to slow the game. Israel will make the change as well as Zippel comes in for Cohen. As Israel look to go a little small ball. And Coach Drucker, I'm sure, will be using some of this time now to try and run some different rotations, see what different offenses he can throw at this.
Well, Rezemont is 100% from the floor everywhere. The free throw line, the three-point line, and the two.
One's off left. Rezemont picks up the rebound. She's doing it pretty much everywhere. Her third rebound of the game. Surely she feels hot enough to put that one up. She doesn't take it. Instead, it's into the corner to Manunga, who falls out of bounds under a little bit of pressure from Zippel.
Yeah, just gets bumped and throws the ball out of bounds.
Baseline ball now for Israel. A little over 2.5 minutes left in this third quarter, and it's been a bit more of a subdued third quarter compared to the blistering first half that we've had. Sims. Crossover step back, goes to the basket though, but it's batted away. Massey now leads the charge. Rezemont well chased out by Israel.
Good ball movement by Belgium.
Massey inside. We talked about pick your poison, and they chose to chase out the three-point shooter, and then you get hit with some great interior offense.
But beautiful ball movement, and they're going to turn the ball over.
Manunga now, Massey on the trail, floats it right hand, won't get the score, but will head to the free throw line for two.
But like I said, this is the bench five in right now, and they're still playing the same Belgium Cats style. Look here, they move the ball around, they get a nice, easy two-pointer, and they just look good. I'm really enjoying their style. Sadly, it has to be Israel who's taking the beating. They're up 40, but man, if you're a fan of women's basketball, Belgium are a beautiful team to watch. Anyway, it's a timeout. We'll listen in.
And then we play. We don't need to pass, okay? Just need to do it with the screen, right? We have to play with more flow, okay? To come to the second and the third, we have to take the shot, okay? Because they overplay us. Hey, this is the highest level. Let's see us against the highest level. We can do better, okay? We can do better. I want to run home down. Stop, pick and pop, okay? This is the cup, and then it's another side pick and roll. Try to create on the side pick and roll, and rest it to the paint, okay? Go.
So look at some replays of the beautiful basketball that Belgium have given us here throughout this game. Interesting comments there from Coach Drucker. This is the highest level, but we can do better. It's a really interesting comment for a coach to kind of try and instill and say, look, yes, these are great players that we're going against, but we're not doing ourselves justice right now.
Yeah, and I think that's a wonderful comment. This is the best that you will play in your group. And you want to just keep working hard. You don't want to give up. You want to play your style of basketball. And I definitely think that's a great timeout.
Nancy at the line for her two after the foul. 4 points on the board for her this evening, alongside 2 rebounds and a couple of steals. She connects with the second, extends it out to a 41-point lead now for Belgium. And Sims has to work hard just to get it over the half. Rabel hands it to Eisner. Eisner, a little short range two, no good. Massey with another rebound. And these bench five players are also probably fighting for a few more minutes in the rotation, so don't expect the quality to drop or the level of intensity to drop at all. If not, go up slightly.
And that's such a good point. You want to build coaches' trust.
Rezemont
First one
was almost ready to say that one drops, and yeah, didn't expect her to see a miss.
Yeah, first one she's missed all day.
But much better perimeter defense there by Israel, a lot more chasing out. Sims will put the long three up, that one's short. As Belgium continue to try and keep the tempo of the game nice and high. Good hands in the passing lane by Israel. A ball pass by Massey though. Sims out in transition, one-on-one with Rezemont, and she'll get the score. Tough play by Jenny Sims.
Good, strong finish by Sims at the rim.
Rezemont, another three. What do you expect? Near automatic from outside. Another triple from Rezemont.
Yep.
An almost specialist shooter.
And Almond
coming on the floor.
Absolutely smiles. And what a breakdown of defense. I did hear Sims say out, out, which means switch. And they just get stuck under those double screens. Look at this, yet again, wide open, beautiful release with a left hand, and she mispunts the air. I like it. She's only missed one shot of the day.
But like you say, the important bit of that is how the team have worked to get her open. They've read the fact she's got the hot hand, she's flying. Let's just get her open. Let's work our offense to provide her with some space. You have to give them credit for that. Sims now looks to attack the basket, drives in. Short corner two, heavy with that, and that will be the end of the third quarter here. Third quarter where Belgium continue to assert themselves on the game, putting it almost into autopilot. With just one quarter left, it's Belgium 85, Israel 43.
Well, we'll get to see the stats, and for me, it's the three-point shot. 13 from 22, 59%. What a beautiful number from the three-point line for Belgium. Absolutely lighting it up, but Israel also shooting 50% from the line. Third quarter highlights for us. And there's one of Israel's layups, but it is all Belgium. Messamem and Linskins had a lovely 1-2 punch to each other. And it's just been all Belgium this third quarter.
Yeah, again, they continue to push forward and gain momentum as they build their challenge, not just to win games here, but to win the entire tournament, Belgium.
Yeah.
And they are really setting a statement early in this tournament, and there are a couple of potential statistical records on the line. At the moment, they have 13 three-pointers. The most threes ever in a EuroBasket women's game is 14, and that was for Serbia against Sweden in 2019. So it's a little record for them to go after. And Belgium's most ever points in a game is 92.
Okay.
I have a feeling we're definitely going to see the 92.
Okay, so we're going to see some records, and obviously Messamem is probably finished for the night. So she finishes with 21. Are you good mathematics? Are you good? Your stat sheets, you got to be. So 348 plus 21, please, equals
369.
Okay, so she's on 369 in just the first game. Total.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. In game one, she's already in the run-ins for All-Star 5, which is next week. But my vote, we get to vote.
We do get to vote, and as it stands right now, it might be a lot of Belgian players in that All-Star 5. Okay, 10 more minutes on the clock here in Tel Aviv. Game 3 of the day. One more game coming later today, Latvia v Spain, but we've got 10 more minutes of this one. And what a way for Belgium to open their tournament. They lead 85-43 at the end of 3 quarters. Romet now looking to get to the basket. It's knocked away. That one's kicked out. Rezemont nails another 3. This is unbelievable. What a night she is having here.
Woo!
Wow, Rezemont.
Crazy. Her 5th 3. She's only missed 1. And that was definitely a heat check.
And you can feel almost the energy coming off her as she's standing there. You can see the adrenaline pumping through her.
The heat is coming off of her head.
Rabel, nice move. Going to work against Geldof, using a little bit of that strength advantage she has in that matchup.
And definitely going to the shops later to make a t-shirt. She hits another 3.
I may go and buy myself a mask.
And what was the 3-point record?
So they've now tied the most ever threes in a EuroBasket women's game.
Okay.
14 is the record. They now shot 14 from 23. So the next three-pointer for Belgium will be the record. As we see Geldof head to the free throw line. Chance for her to get her first points of the game, as she does. And that leaves just 2 players yet to score. Sorry, 3 players yet to score for Belgium. Manunga, Billy Massey, and Ramet. You said Messerman won't come back out. She is.
Oh.
And not resting her yet. As we see Geldof go to the bench. Messerman comes back in. Fouls on now, bringing up over the half for Israel. Being harassed is the only way of putting it from Lisua. Nice move, Rabel throws it away though. Almont to Messerman. Belgium will not take their foot off the gas. They are going to play a full 40 minutes. That's a poor pass though, and it's stolen away. It's going to go all the way and get the 2. Smart play by Evan Zippel.
Good steal and a lovely finish at the rim. Some good, you know, flashes of good moments for Israel. And they're still playing very hard on the defensive end.
Messerman, little running right-hander, flat on the trajectory, and it gets spat away. Sims put some pace in it. They've got the numbers. They're not going to make it pay, though, and that's the difference in level. You have to be clinical when you get those opportunities. Zippel, hands inside. No good for Rabel. Rezemont comes back out to Almont. Inside, foul will be called on Eisner. It's good footwork by Manunga though, really sealing out the defender.
Nice finish by Zippel. Could have been maybe an M1, but beautiful finish.
Almont at the top. Oh, beautiful pass inside. A wonderful read by Almont. And we talked about timing. She just had the patience to wait for the defense to give her that opportunity.
That's, you know, Israel, that's the key player. You cannot fall asleep on Emma Messerman. You can't have somebody lose her at any moment.
Sims, powerful drive, probably should have taken it herself, instead comes back out. Shot clock down to 3. Sims will be forced to put it up. That one's heavy. Where's the rebound? It's going to remain Israel ball as Zippel does a good job pressuring Almont. As much as the crowd probably wanted a different result, you have a feeling they've certainly enjoyed the game. Sims puts up a long 2. That one just clangs off the perspex. It's gone a little bit scrappy, the game now. It's just a bit frenetic. The finesse has been somewhat lost. Resmond doesn't take the 3, drives inside and gets the score. What a game that we are witnessing here from Lara Rezemont. The 25-year-old is putting on an absolute show.
And the thing is, they ran her off the 3-point line. Exactly probably what they spoke about, as she's on fire and she goes right to the rim.
Zippel now being guarded by Manunga. Nice use of her body. Can't get the score, but does draw the foul. That's a pretty smart play. Zippel.
We now see the starters back in. See Linkskins in.
Rezemont heads to the bench with 22 points, 8 from 9 from the field, 6 from 7 from downtown.
lady of the match.
I think she's put her shift in tonight.
Oh,
I think she deserves the early exit.
Yeah, great day at the office for her. Sit down, lovely, rest up, ice up, and get ready for tomorrow. But what I want, Mark, is one more three-point shot.
Yeah, me too. I want a little bit of history.
Yeah, on the game that we're commentating, why not?
Definitely. What a way to start the tournament. A little bit of history in the first day. Messman batting out of bounds, though. Israel ball on the baseline. A little over 6 minutes still to play, and plenty for Israel to take from this game. This isn't, scoreline might not be, and the win might not be quite there, but still plenty that they can learn and take from this game.
And they're playing hard still.
Linskins, two on the inside, a big, broad smile on Alamon's face, and no real surprise as she gets another assist to her name.
Because even when they make mistakes and you think they're going to turn the ball over.
Stolen away, good hands by Messerman. Almond out of the races. Oh, that's not the best of fouls from Zippel. Needs to be careful.
And what's their all-time
Yeah, they now have their highest ever score. 92 was their previous high score. That was against Slovenia in the 2021.
There we
This is
saw
EuroBasket.
Almond fumbles the ball, but still manages to get it to Linskins and finishes. And now, timeout, but referee says no. So let's have a look.
Just waiting for a little clarification on the officials' bench. I think they're asking to see whether it's going to be upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul, I think is what the referees want to review.
Yeah, they've had a coaching challenge. So the coaching challenge, each coach on each team has one, and it's a one and done. We'll get to listen into the referees, so let's see what they say.
Possible upgrade to unsportsmanlike. Okay, normal, act of shooting. This one. Normal speed. Normal speed. Normal. Okay, for me, the act of shooting is clear. I already start. It's a normal basket movement. She goes by side, but can put in danger the player. What is your opinion? Can we play normal speed again? Normal speed, so only this defensive player nothing with the ball. There's nothing doing with the ball. Okay, it's not C4. We have angle from the baseline. It's not C4. Okay. I agree. Okay, this here we can see. Go now. Excessive, so we go with excessive contact. Go. You don't move to the ball and just make the pass. Excessive contact. Okay? So, section, let's go challenge upgrade to unsportsmanlike foul. Okay, 55 wide to shot.
Well, here we go.
The officials are coming back with. Is it an unsportsmanlike foul or not? Yeah,
yes.
They have given an unsportsmanlike foul. Probably under the contact with an opponent, not legitimately attempting to directly play the ball. It didn't look like there was any attempt to try and strip the ball away. It was really just a body check with the hip.
Well,
Almond will go to the line, and Belgium will take possession.
it took long enough, but I think it's the right decision. The only good thing I did see while I was waiting, I got to see Van Loo's and Linskins handshake, which was pretty cool. They got a routine going down. There's one for the cameras. Maybe we could get that at the end of the game.
There's plenty of time in the hotel for players to practice those handshakes, right? There's not much else to do, so you get your handshake game on.
Yeah, that's years of basketball that they've been playing together for a long time.
Almond now drives the baseline, kicks it out. Van Loo for three. In and out. Cleans up the glass. Linskins.
Well, it's three to take the lead of all time, but Linskins on the glass to clean it up.
Zippel now. No real options in front of her as the Belgian defense just reacts to any move that Israel make. Kausch drives inside. Gets hooked up by Linskins, but the foul is called.
And Linskins looks at the referee and goes, ooh, because she literally just cradled that ball right out of her hand. And if you can see the replay real quick, then we can have a look, but she's going to the line. 2 shots.
She's 22 years of age, Danielle Klausch. And this is part of what Israel are looking to get from this tournament. Eisner's 21, Klausch is 22.
Zappel's 20,
yeah. Yarden Galzon is 21. Yor Galzon is 19. Zappel
really
20.
young, really young team.
This is a team that's not here necessarily just for this tournament. It's a team that's building towards future years and trying to create that legacy that they see that Belgium have done. Messerman inside. And close to GBH down in the low post on Emma Messerman. They certainly weren't going to let her get a shot away, but that will be a sideline possession. Emma Messerman will head to the bench now. A little under 5 minutes to play. As we see, coming back into the game is Billy Massey. Also coming back in will be Antonio Deluere.
I think that's the right decision. It's just under 5 minutes left. No need for her to be in the game. You're up 50.
There's always an injury worry as well, isn't there, when you've got your star players on the floor where maybe a game is close to decided, and do you risk them? But you also wanted to get them some minutes in the tournament nice and early. Massey now back out. Back inside.
Good defense from Israel.
Great defense. Zippel intercepts the pass, and Israel bring it back the other way.
Probably the best defensive sequence they've played all game.
And it's for Israel now to build on this performance. They've certainly had some bright sparks and important positive stages of this game, but how do they take this now and go into the next game? Next up is Italy tomorrow. That is a big game.
It's a must-win for Italy. And for me, what I think they take from this game is that they've played hard every single minute. And anything can happen when you play like that.
Cohen for 3. And she strings it. Cohen does enable Israel really to stretch the floor, drag some of the Belgian bigs away from the bucket. Linskins got the handle, but gets rejected. Not the usual part of Linskin's game, putting the ball on the floor and getting to the hole, but there's the 3 from Cohen.
And a really quick release from Cohen, isn't it? She doesn't have it in her hands long.
Almont hands it off to Linskins. She'll bat it back, and a little bit of scrappy basketball here from Belgium. Shot clock down to 3. Almont will find a seam. Oh, rejected by Cohen. My goodness me. When you say rejected with authority, that is the definition. A two-handed swat from Cohen.
Yeah. And now Israel putting multiple possessions back-to-back on the defensive end, and Cohen hitting that 3. This is what you can be proud of. Israel building on this, going into tomorrow. If you can play like this for maybe, 20, 30 minutes, keep building minute by minute.
Absolutely. You feel Israel playing at their potential, have a chance to challenge some teams in this tournament, but they do have to play at that potential for longer periods of time.
Well, and shoot the 3 very well.
That helps. That certainly helps when you shoot the lights out from outside. Needs to get it up over the half. She does so just in time. Almost an 8-second violation. For Rotberg now, baseline drive. Little scoop shot off the glass. That's a smart play from the Israeli captain.
And yet again, back-to-back scores.
3 goes up, no good. As much as Azania is willing this record to be broken, it's not happening just yet. It has been tied though. Zippel into the corner, 3 goes up. That one's an air ball. Massey will outlet it to Ramet, and everything's open up for her. And the miss on the trail from Becky Massey. Belgium will hold on to it though.
Yep.
Shot clock down to 3. Foul's going to be called though, as Massey was looking to pin Couch down in the low post. Israel are in the penalty, so that will send Becky Massey to the line for 2, and we'll see a change here as Sims goes to the bench and Saha comes into the game for her first taste of Women's EuroBasket 2023 action.
Latvia are in the building. They're coming up right after this game.
Ready to go.
And the three-point line's finally cooled off for Israel. They're 10 from 21 now, still shooting 47%, a great clip, but not as well as that first half. We saw them shoot 8 from 11.
Israel's best performance from downtown was back in 2003. They scored 12 triples against Hungary, so certainly part of their basketball DNA to shoot the three ball.
Yeah, it sure is. Well, they have 10.
Stolen away. Here comes Ramet. Hands it off. Oh, that's a tough defensive play by Cohen. No foul call. Looked like a lot of contact, but Nasua just got the job done. No fuss, no complaining.
Yep,
just 2 points on the box score.
Yeah, just got back up and got back on defense.
Zippel looking to find Cohen. She'll go on her own though. Spills it out of bounds, but it's off the leg of Billy Massey. So it will be baseline ball for Israel.
You know when you want something so bad it never happens.
Is this like Christmas for
Yeah.
you now? Is that where we've got to?
I just want one more three.
Rotberg, short two. That is a tough shot.
Lovely shot, Rotberg. I love that for you, hon. Got
Rotberg
into a rhythm, yeah.
Not a stranger to the Belgian team. Played a few seasons in the Belgian domestic league. Lorette goes to the basket, off the glass, and it's almost as if the Belgian team are doing it on purpose to annoy you. They seem to just be going at the bucket right now.
Yep.
Elsh does well just to put a little bit of energy into that transition, trying to get the ball up hard and draw the foul. Belgium will make a change as we see Geldof come back in, out of the game.
You know sometimes like if you know a player is 1 point or a rebound shy of a double-double, you run and play for them. I'm not sure they'll know this
No,
stat.
I don't think they know it either. Otherwise, I think they'd be raining threes trying to get it, right? You'd want to be the player to get that three.
Yeah.
Cohen now. Hands it back to Rotberg. Nice little big combo, but it's stolen away. Ramet inside, will come back out. Geldof is open, she won't take it. Ramet's open, she won't take it. Baseline drive by Massey. Hands it back out. Lasua slows it down. Shot clock down to 5. Massey fakes the 3, steps in. Hands it off to a sister. No good, Geldof gets the shot away, but that one doesn't even take any of paint off the iron. Saha now. That's a long 3 from her. Trying to stamp her name on the game. Approaching the final minute of the game.
Well, I think
Lasua just throws it out of bounds, trying to force the play a little.
with that offensive possession and the one before, I think that's the only 2 ugly out of sync offensive possessions for Belgium today.
Yeah, it's not going to be a very long lowlights clip for Belgium from this game.
They've played 39, I would say 40 minutes of beautiful perfection.
I feel for the video editors trying to trim this one down to a highlights reel. Because you have got a lot to pick from. From Israel as well, they've come out and put some big plays in, some great shooting performances. They have a lot of positives to take away from this. Ultimately, they've put 57 points on the board against Belgium, which isn't a terrible score against a team the quality of Belgium. The issue at the other end of the floor is that they've shipped over 100 points.
Yeah, 106 big points, and that's tough. But when you I knew it was going to be a high-scoring evening when the first quarter Belgium put up 28 points, and then the second they put up 33. So just in that first half, they had scored over 50 points.
And the second is good.
Can we get one more 3 mark?
We need it for the record for sure. At the moment they're tying it. Ramet goes inside, tries to find a lane, manages to just about hold on to possession, comes out to Geldof, the 3 ball goes up by Geldof, it's short. Rebound though by Lasua. Ramet will get it back. But it's a pick and roll inside. Geldof long two from the corner is good. That takes them up to 108 points now. That is the 27th highest total for any team in women's EuroBasket history. Stolen away by Ramit. Little fake, has it stripped back. Good defense and good hands by Daniel Kausch. And that will be the end of the action here in Tel Aviv. And what an opening game for Coach Mézières and his Belgian team. The Cats are in town and they have done a job here tonight. Final score is Belgium 108, Israel 59.
Well, Mark, it was a absolute, what would you call that? Dinner, dessert, everything on a plate. An absolute fantastic performance, sensational, excellent from Belgium. I thought they played great team basketball from player 1 to 12. Everyone played great minutes, everyone scored. They really looked, we spoke about it being a well-oiled machine. This team is gonna make anyone, the Frances, the Spains, the Turkey, the Serbia on the other side, they're going to push them for their money.
Yeah, it's certainly a real statement on game day one, and I'm sure that's what the Belgian team wanted. They wanted to come in and build off a big performance.
Yeah, and Israel shooting 45% from the three. They started off hot, but oh boy, Belgium matched it. 14 from 26, they shot it. They did win the rebounding game, 37 rebounds, but look at that, 37 assists to Israel's 15. The lady of the hour was Emma Messamem, 23, but Rezamont was absolutely fantastic also from the three. She missed one shot today and was just a real treat, and no doubt she'll be in these fourth quarter last. There she is, right on the money. Thank you.
On cue, yeah, 22 points in under 15.5 minutes of basketball. She also had 3 rebounds as well, so Rezamont certainly will claim a stake at a higher rotation slot than maybe she has right now. Messerman, 23 points, also 5 rebounds and 4 assists. She's done a huge shift tonight, but you mentioned it within commentary. How difficult is it to play against a team who have so many threats? And Belgium has shown that tonight.
Yeah, and I think we spoke about it, didn't we? Who do you take away? What do you stop? And because you've got such a powerhouse and a threat down low, and the 1-2 punch between Linskins and Emma Messamem is so tough to defend, they squeeze and all the defense sucks in. Now, bang, all the shooters are wide open. We saw multiple shooters, shooting all evening long, so they had a great three-point shot percentage as well.
Yeah, phenomenal shooting performance from both teams, but you just feel it was the depth and the balance that the Belgian team have really was too much for Israel to handle. Both these teams will be looking straight away, particularly the coaches, at tomorrow's games. For Belgium, they will open us up tomorrow where they will face Czech Republic. What a game that's going to be. A real test for both of those teams. And then Israel will be game 2 tomorrow as they take on Italy, which for both of those teams is potentially now a must-win game.
That's correct. Italy lost earlier to Czech Republic. Italy a little bit backs against the wall. They've got to win tomorrow. But I just felt like Belgium did a fantastic job. I just really, really enjoyed their style today, Mark. And they look good. They look really scary.
There's a lot of hype around the Belgian team coming into this tournament. A lot of people talking about it's their time. They're going to step up from being one of the also-rans to maybe top of the table at the end of this tournament. And you feel from this performance, and not just the scoreline, but how they executed, that all of this hype probably wasn't even enough. This team are the real deal.
Yeah, they weren't probably talked about enough, but they are the bronze medalists. They have made a move. But you know what I love? They played together. There was moments where Linskins had a wide open layup. She gave it to Emma. The same vice versa. They are really playing for each other, and they're having fun. You're seeing a lot of smiles. You're seeing a lot of hugging, and they're high-fiving.
And here is the table after the games here today. So Belgium and Czech Republic sitting top of the table. Italy and Israel without the win. That closes out Group B on game day 1. And what a first game day we've had. 2 phenomenal games, 2 very different games, but here in Tel Aviv, it's Belgium. It's the Cats who come away with the win. They've taken this one with ease. Big performances all around. Belgium move on tomorrow with a huge win and some real momentum.